Hello and welcome to this Flowcode tutorial. In this video we will introduce you to the Simulation Events tab in the Project Explorer. In the Project Explorer video, we skipped over the Events tab as this was considered more advanced. An event can be considered as a simulation interrupt and will execute a macro every time the event is hit. If we load up the Project Explorer and click on the Events tab, we can see a long list of events split up into separate subcategories to make it easier to find the event you want. An event can only occur during simulation, and each event can only have one macro associated with it. So let's show an example of a macro in action. If we go to the mouse subheading and look for the click event, we can explain how this event would work in the context of simulation. First, we must set a macro that will be called when the mouse is clicked. If we scroll down to the mouse subheading and hover over the click event, we can use the drop-down arrow here and select the Edit menu option. In this window, we can see that there are two macros already in this project, but neither of them are compatible with this event. So instead, we must make a new macro. To do this, use the down arrow after hovering over the macro heading and select Add New. This creates a new macro, but also already creates the appropriate parameters, locals, and returns that are required by this event. The two sample macros we saw in the previous window did not have the appropriate framework for us to use them. The macro is also given a name, in this case, EVClick. You can change this if you wish, but it's a good naming convention which sets apart your event macros. We can now click the OK button to create this event macro, and then select the OK and Edit Macro button to open up the macro for editing. Okay, now we can drag on a simulation icon, and for this test, we will do something really simple. So just change the color of the shape when we click on it. First select Component, then Property, then the simulation macro we will use will be Set Color. I want to change the only shape on the panel, which I know has the handle of Shape 1, and I will want to turn it into a green color. So I will just fill in the values, so it will do that. If we now click the simulation play icon, we can demonstrate our new simulation macro. If I click anywhere around the shape, nothing will happen. But if I click on the shape, then it should turn green like that. There are many ways you can interact with the panels in Flowcode. Take your time experimenting with the many event macros and refer to the online documentation if you need more information on each. This concludes this tutorial on simulation events. Thank you for watching.